Today we're going to talk about traffic acquisition report, which actually resembles the most what we might be used to from Universal as, all universal dogs, which is a starting point in Universal. At least it used to be a starting point for a long time, source medium report. So we go into acquisition and then traffic acquisition report. And the only thing that we need to customize for it to start looking a lot like what we're used to from Universal is the custom dimension. So as you see here, it says user by session default channel group. And then if we change the dimension here to be session source medium, to be default, and apply all these three visual representations, including the graph and the bar chart and the table, they change to show session source medium and then everything that could be an interesting insight about that dimension. As you can see, it says users by session source medium, and we can change users by actually changing default sorting metric here. So if we say let's sort by sessions and apply, now keep your eye here because it's going to change into sessions by session source medium, and that would be the primary metric that this graph and the table sort by. Now, if we wanted to keep this report, we will need to save it as a new one. Let's call it super simple session source medium and save it. And now we'll go to the library where I will show you how to permanently keep this report in the reporting interface and also make it accessible for everybody who's opening this GA4 account and not just for your own purposes. So go into the reports and then to the library. And while you could update one of the existing collections, well, let's do both things. So lifecycle, published one here, if you edit that one, you'll be able to find the session source medium here as a new report and then add it into the acquisition topic here. We could save current report, and then once we open acquisition here, the session source medium, the report that we just created with the source medium as default dimension here, and then with sessions as a sorting metric here, it will be accessible to anybody who opens this GA4 property and does the analyzing or just simply looks through the data. Now, if we wanted to customize this even further, let's do something crazy with this report, and then let's say, okay, we don't want to see all these metrics, which are kind of cumbersome and may blur your vision into the insights that are actually very important to you. So one trick that I use all the time is I look at all the engagement metrics that are available here. So engaged sessions, average engagement time, sessions per user, engagement rate, etc., and see which one of these actually give you some insights at the first glance. So for example, engagement rate varies from 51%, then down to 39%, then to 91%. So this number is varying to such extent that we can actually tell that, for example, Facebook CPC has 91% engagement rate, whereas Instagram has only 71%. So I would compare these two channels in terms of ads and then overall quality of the traffic that they're sending. So I will keep this engagement metric and then kill the other ones because it's kind of, it's making me have to go through several numbers here to understand what's happening. So I'm going to apply it like this. And then let's also add a filter for landing page. Does not exactly match homepage because I don't want the traffic from the homepage. It's very, very different from what we're looking at, the other pages, especially the blog posts. So I created this report, and I'm going to save it as a new one and say session source medium, but no HPLP, which is no homepage as a landing page. Record it. So I save the new report, and then again, in order to make it accessible to everybody, I'm gonna have to go to the library. Only this time, I'm not going to edit an existing collection. Instead, I'm gonna create a new one. Start from scratch. Call it, let's say, DDU reports. And a topic will be, let's say, traffic. So I can find here session source medium no HPLP, add it here, and then I can also add various reports here to make this collection even more interesting. The true professionals actually customize this left-hand side 100%, so it doesn't show, life cycle, SEO reports, and user, but only focus on the reports that give value for this particular account and for this particular type of business or traffic or visitor behavior and all the other things that actually make sense for your business. So it's important to have in mind that the collection needs to be published in order to be visible in the left-hand side. So let me try to refresh this super quickly and see if it becomes published. Sometimes it's kind of giving you the hard time, like this time here. So it's there, DDU reports and traffic as a topic, and then these two reports are here. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but there's an important thing that just rolled out in GA4 maybe a week or two ago. So if we look at one of these, two reports and try to customize and then say, let's add a filter on them. Previously, you were only allowed to select any number of values here, or you had a contains operator, and right now you have all these operators, exactly matches, contains, even rejects, and all the other things that can help you identify and pull out from the entire database only the values that you think that make sense. So let's say page title contains analytics, and apply, and bam, now we see whole different. Oh, now I see what's the problem. Let's see if the page title can contain GA4, for example. And we're probably gonna see, yeah, we're seeing more values here, because actually these filters here are case sensitive. So I wrote analytics without a capital A, which made it, I think that all page titles in Data-Driven U are with the capital letters at the beginning. So right now we are seeing these numbers only for the pages that contain word GA4 in the page title, but it's important to understand that reporting filters are improved significantly with this add-on, that you can apply all these operators versus just picking one by one, which was probably visible in some of our previous videos. I hope that you like this advice and that you're going to use it in the future, and hope to see you soon in one of our next GA4 videos. See you soon. Bye bye.